Hey everybody, welcome back to Sly 2, Band of Thieves. My name is BlakJak, and in the last episode we collected all the bottles. This time we're going to do all the missions. And there's Claw just flying around with their little spotlight. So we have two Sly missions. We got Sly Bentley Conspire, we have a Bentley mission, and we have a murder mission. But the mission I'm going to be doing is the other Sly mission, Charge TNT, to kick things off. This is going to be rather long because there's like 5 missions. But in the next episode, we're going to be beating the game because episode 8 is actually super short. There's only 2 missions in episode 8, and they're interconnected. So next part will be the finale, and then there's going to be a bonus level for bonus video for Side 2.
This engine room is locked down tight. Since we can't get in, I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives, Bentley, because that engine isn't small.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp. Walk one of these TNT barrels up to that engine room to destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The initial payload in that TNT barrel won't be powerful enough to do the job. If you pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force to destroy the engine. It's simple, really. Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's blow stuff up.
All right, let's blow stuff up. So this is where I remembered that the guards can actually kill you if they get too close to your barrel. I learned that the hard way. Don't move while the flashlight is on you. Duh, right? They'll see you. But don't let them... That was bullshit, by the way. But don't let them touch your barrel either, because if they touch your barrel, they're going to punch you in the face. I had a really funny moment where one of the guards was just walking around in circles during this mission, so that was pretty funny. I also died on this mission a handful of times. So this is going to be just the part where I actually did it the right way. Guard didn't see me there because he wasn't actually able to see me. Although his flashlight was on me, he was behind the wall. So I died like right over here. This little flashlight guard went to the left-hand side, and then the other guy came back. So I got trapped between 2 flashlight guards, but one of the flashlight guards just was walking around in circles, and then he touched me and I died. So that's pretty fun. I'll show that in the review. But yeah. We're going to grab the first magnetic thing, whatever it's called, and we're going to have to find a way around to make it to the other 2 without jumping. Now that's really that's possible once you realize you can actually jump on the springs, because the springs don't launch you, they lift you. So we can grab 2 of the magnetics. Actually, we can grab all of them pretty easily, knowing that. Just make sure when you fall down here that you fall down and not touch the spotlight, because if you touch the spotlight, of course you're going to get shot because you're moving. And make sure that you don't fall down on the flashlight guard, because you'll blow up almost instantly. Also, don't fall down on the flashlight's light because you're moving while falling, while in his little light show, in his little flashlight. So he'll just open fire on you, and you'll have to start from the first pickup. So we're going to touch this thing, it's going to lift us up, and from there we can actually grab the other 2, because now we're all connected to the center pieces of the ship. But I'm dumb and I didn't realize that. So we're going to go the long way because part 2 is over here. And I'm just going to grab this one real quick, and then we're going to head back over there. But I'm an idiot and I fell off the map. I won't lie to you guys, that was my fault. I was holding the wrong direction on the stick, and I got too close on the thing and just fell off. So that looked painful, actually. And then I got frustrated because I was like my 8th death, so I hit the box and I blew up again, and then I was like, all right, let's do this. So we're gonna actually head back. If we stick to the right, we can climb up this little area with the bonfire. There's going to be another spring for us to hop up onto. We're gonna have to go around, so let's do that. This mission is kind of long just because of how slow you move in the barrel, but it's really forgiving because every time you die, the checkpoint is the last thing that you picked up. So it's long, but it's forgiving, so I don't mind it too much, especially since this is the last barrel mission in the game. It's not too bad. Now make sure that you're on the right side so that this flashlight guard can walk past you without accidentally bumping into you and then whacking you in the face and killing you, because that's going to be annoying. And if I remember correctly, we're going to need to travel over a fan, not a fan, but one of those propellers, just so that we can blow up the engine. Let's hide in between these explosive barrels, like a masterful disguiseman would do. Yeah, there we go. Boop! Now we got all three. I'm a little turkey, remember that? So now we're gonna have to make it all the way over there to that engine. So since this area is all interconnected, we could just follow the walkways to the other side. Walk up the propeller. Make sure we have to time it correctly. So we're gonna have to do a little waiting. If you stay where I am, you're actually eventually gonna fall off the map because that is moving as well. So keep that in mind. You don't want to do that. I'm gonna use the fast forward just so that I don't have to wait too long. And just like that, that should be more than enough for me to. Yep, there we go. Now we can walk perfectly, and then we can just. Good, there we go. And then we don't need that anymore. And then we could blow up that engine. All nice and explosive. All nice and smoky, yeah. So again, climb up the spring and just jump out the barrel when you're ready.
That should be the last time anyone puts that engine to use.
And just like that, we've done Charge TNT Run. So next up, we're going to be doing Sly and Bentley Conspire in order to get there. Oh, that's cool. I forgot you can you can Ninja Spire jump on the mecha eggs. The mecha eggs. So next up, we're going to be doing Sly and Bentley Conspire.
To disable that engine room, you and I are going to have to work together.
Happy to have you along, Bentley. What do you need me to do?
Pickpocket the guard's keys to the engine room. Once you've got the door open, I'll take over.
Okay, you should take your position. It's not gonna take me long to lighten these guys of their keys.
Yeah, and Sly's actually totally right. It's not going to take us very long to lighten these guys off of their keys. So, we're just going to walk on over there and swipe this guy's key. 1 of 5. Perfect. And I'm going to let him live. You know, the head of his sect of the Claw Gang is dead. You know, Claw ate him. Which is really gruesome, now that I think about it. Fuck, this game really is metal as shit. Damn, dude. I didn't really think about it as a kid, but fuck, this game can be a little much. If you really start thinking about it. I mean, it's all done in a cartoony, kid-like way, but so it's not too bad. But when you really start thinking about it, like, fuck, that's kind of fucked. And I know, I have such a way with words. So that's the second engine room key, and we're going to make sure this guy doesn't see the light of day. You know, I let one live, I gotta kill another. That's just how I have to work. I gotta make sure my kill count is all the way up, you know. Sly isn't just a thief, he's a murderer. Okay. Now this guard, you're supposed to lure him away with sound, but since I don't feel like doing that, we're gonna just do this way by walking up to him and just swiping from him. Apparently they're blind, kind of like old Grizzleface. So we don't need disabled people in my Aryan race of, of animals. So we need to kill them. That's a Nazi joke. Sorry if that offended anyone. And so now we have 2 more keys to look for. This guy's right next to the propellers. He's very simple as long as you walk up behind him. He's not going to be able to turn around, especially if I hit him towards the propellers, like the fucking sociopathic serial killer that Sly Cooper is. Oh no, I just Okay, never mind. I thought I hit him into the propellers. Alright, whatever. Works for me. And with the Pharaoh Pounce at hand, I can clear large jumps in a single bound. I'm like Superman, but I have a lot more blood on my hands. A lot more blood on my hands. I'm no fucking Boy Scout, you know. I may be wearing blue, but I'm not a good person, alright? Not a good raccoon, alright? I try to do morally right things, but I end up murdering everyone in my path. So let's grab this last key, just like that last blind guy who couldn't see anything. But this time I'm gonna let him live, just because I felt bad that I killed his little blind buddy. Maybe it's just worse to let one live and let the other one die, because the other guy will just think about the death of his friend, the other blind guy, and he's just gonna have to spend the rest of his life living knowing that his other blind buddy is now gone forever. Man, I'm a horrible person. Holy shit. Of course, I'm just joking. Anyway, enough incriminating myself as a horrible fucking human being. We're going to be looking for the entrance to the other engine so that we can get Bentley in on this destruction of engines. Sly already took one down. It's up for Bentley to take out this one. Murray has another one, but since there's 4, that means Sly gets his gets to double dip on the engine explosive competitive game that these guys are playing. I like that the idea is that they're trying to stop all these engines so that Clock doesn't get any power. Oh, by the way, so what you're supposed to do is you got to shoot these little light bulbs, like Murray is saying, but you have to hit the one that the lightning's connecting to, because if you and the other one, the whole thing will explode and you'll die. I mean, I thought that we wanted to blow up the thing, but I guess we need to live, right? I mean, that's kind of the purpose. I mean, I figured a whole power surge and an explosion would be more than enough. I figured that would be more than enough to explode a generator, an engine. So why wouldn't Bentley want to do that? Why doesn't he just shoot the top one, then like wait near the exit, and then just shoot out a different bulb? Call it a day, you know? Blow up the whole fucking thing. But I guess we gotta do it this way. For whatever reason. And remember, you have to wait for Bentley to withdraw the dart, or rather cock the crossbow so that he can put another dart in there. So you can't just like, you have to like shoot one, wait for the sound, shoot another one. It's not so bad. It's pretty easy actually. And just like that, we can now head up to the 2nd floor, and which we're going to be bombing all of these little things on the top. These things. Power nodes. Thanks, Murray. And once you blow up all the power nodes, you can then open up the door, shut up the engine. I don't know why we can't just blow up the engine. I feel like blowing up the engine would be a lot easier than blowing up all these power nodes, opening up the door, then turning off the engine. Like, why not just blow it up? Come on, guys, we don't have to be stealthy. Clockla knows we're here, you know? She's very well aware of our presence. She just doesn't know where our hideout is. Yep, so that does it for this engine. But the cool thing about this level is that once you do one of these missions, you get to keep the character and move on to the next mission. So the next mission we're going to be doing is Bentley and Murray, was it team up or something like that? In which you'll be playing as Bentley, and you have to open up the engine room so that Murray can get in there and then destroy it. And then you can be, oh yeah, Bentley, Murray, team up, that's what it was called. And so that you can play as Murray and then blow up that engine, and then you can play as Murray, team up with Sly, and then you're Sly. And then you could do the charge TNT run. So that'd be cool if you did it that way. Or you could just do it the way I did it and call it a day. It doesn't really matter. The safe is actually in the Murray mission. Murray and Sly Tag Team? I think that's what I read. I can't remember. I don't remember what that mission's called. I'm gonna have to read it again when I whip out that binoculars. I think it's Tag Team. I'm surprised that fire didn't hit me. Oh well, whatever.
That's one of the engines that needs to be disabled. I won't lie to you, Murray. This is going to be a tough job that requires both our skills.
My skills? Okay, Bentley, if you say so.
First, I'll need to hack the stations controlling access to the engine room. Then, Murray, you'll need to head inside and use your muscle to finish the job.
The Murray will be ready to go.
Alrighty. Super excited to beat this game, honestly. I've been itching to play this game for a long time, and now that we're near the end of the game, we got to continue on with my channel. But real quick, so for this hacking minigame, by the way, the music's pretty awesome. Simple. Bentley's new avatar can actually bounce and ricochet the bullets off walls. So that's really useful for taking out these tank guys. I call them like tank avatars because they're like tanks. They look like tanks to me. I don't know. Now you gotta be careful because these guys will kill you super quickly. They do a lot of damage and they shoot really quickly. Like look at them shoot in the corner over there. They shoot really rapidly. And there's two of them, so they're going to be doing a lot of damage really quickly. And it doesn't look like you can actually shoot out their bullets. So keep that in mind. You got to make sure that you got your aim just right to ricochet the bullets onto them and to kill them. Make sure you don't peek out too much because then you'll get hurt. But once you kill them, then you can just worry about the firewalls, and if you have like 1 or 2 nodes left, just run into them, just like that. Call it a day. I think there's 3 computers, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 3 computers. We've already seen one of them. One of them was actually right next to one of the treasures, and that's the first one. And then the other one is on the opposite side. It's actually right next to the engine that we're heading for. That's really fucked. The game spawned me right next to the spotlight, so essentially what could have happened is I could have gotten hit by the spotlight again, fallen off, respawned right on the spotlight, and then got hit again. It has been an endless loop of getting hit by the spotlight and falling off until I died. Remember, Bentley can't climb ladders, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why Bentley and Murray can't climb ladders. They're fucking ladders. I mean, it's not like Murray is like supersized, you know, like he can't. I figured, like, of all people, at least Murray could climb up a ladder, you know. But it's tied to Sly's ability to climb up pipes. It's the same thing, so it's treated as the same thing rather. So only Sly can do it. Which is funny because Sly and Bentley can hide underneath tables, and Sly, Bentley, and Murray can do the hugging the wall thing. So why they can't just climb ladders, I'll never know. And there I am. I just realized I went over there because I thought I could climb the ladder. But yeah, so you're gonna have to treat this level kind of like you're in the barrel, because you have to find like a long way around just to climb up another level. And this is what I mean by this level is really annoying to traverse, especially as Bentley and Murray, because since you're not Sly, you can't climb. At least Murray has his super jump, which can get him up to places easily. Bentley only has the hover pack, and although the hover pack is really useful, he doesn't have enough range on it to be super useful. So he has to like find out of the way ways to get up to the top. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Like, to get up to the like highest parts of the level, he has to go out of his way to find pathways to run up, if that makes any sense. But eventually you'll make your way up here to the next computer, and we can do the second hacking minigame, the second to last hacking minigame, I should say. And in this one, you can still ricochet your bullets around, but now you're being attacked by speedy boys. And these angles are at just the right tilt that if you bounce your ball on like the midpoint of it, I think, or just like on the perfect spot, you can bounce the balls straight up at the tanks without much trouble. But I was being an idiot and being attacked like that, so you could just bounce them perfectly. Or you could just do what I'm doing and just not give a shit and do it not the exact way. But we're gonna have to go around the sides to open up those two gates so that we can take out the firewall so that we can progress throughout the level. I somehow managed to kill one of the tanks. Somehow. I have no idea how I did it. Maybe one of the balls ricocheted just the right way and like, hit it twice or something. And it died. Looks like it takes like 6 hits to kill them. Yeah, except for that guy. That guy took 2 hits. But maybe they already got hit a few times. This one can be challenging because you're constantly being attacked by the speed dudes. But once you got a handle of it, once you take out the tanks, you should be fine. Not much to do. Not much to really worry about other than staying alive, really. And if you circle around, you can kill all the enemies if you shoot in one direction. So it's not too bad. Now for the last hacking computer minigame of the game. And it's right next to that engine that we're going to be going towards. So I don't know why Bentley didn't just start with that computer and then move over to the computer that's right next to his engine. But yeah, those little guys come from the mech eggs, these things. That's where they come from. You saw them earlier when we were Bentley in his little engine. That's what they do. They just appear and they electrocute you. They die in one hit. They're like the little moles. But other than that, they don't really do much. So yeah, let's do the last computer minigame. Hacking minigame. And now for this one, you're going to be starting off with 2 firewalls, but you're soon going to be attacked by moving tanks, if I'm not mistaken. There are tanks that move, and the way to kill them, here they are, is to ricochet your bullets and keep them back. So every time you hit them, they get sent backwards a little bit. But they do just the same amount of damage as the tanks in the other missions. But they're actually easier to attack because now you're not juggling a bunch of other minions, a bunch of other avatars or whatever, antivirus protection fucking avatars or whatever these things are called. Since you're just dealing with like 5 or 6 of these little moving tanks, ricocheting your bullets is probably the best way because like you can take them out really quickly, especially if you're just around the corner. I think they shoot a little slower than the actual tanks too, so
Make way for the Marines!
I did that one without even getting hit. Like that's how easy that particular mission is compared to the other 2 that we just did.
Hey pal, looks like you'll need to lift all those giant
Yeah,
cylinders.
so now Murray's mission is super simple.
You'll be able to take 'em
All you
out.
gotta do is run up to all these plugs and throw them up, and then every time you open one, a guard will come and try and fight you. But since you're the Murray, it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, here he is, he wants to fight me, but I already lifted up 2. Let's see if I can get 3. Let's see if 3 is worth it. Oh wow, that guy didn't want to do anything, so I did 3, that's pretty good. Now I'm being bombarded by a few guards, so let's start taking them out really quickly. Here's a 3rd guard, he got stuck over there. Hopefully that laser won't hit me by the time... Oh, no, it's going to hit me. Look at that shit. I just did 3. That's annoying. Alright, so now that we're clear, we can lift up the remaining... What was it, 2? 2 that's left? 1, 2, 3. 3? There's 3 left. And just like all the other times, you have to lift things up. If you smash the face buttons... Oh, no, there's a lot more. But there was only 3. There's like 5. If you smash the face buttons, you'll be able to lift up super quickly. Playing wrestling games has really taught me how to hit the face button super quickly in order to get up, so I got really good at just mashing the face buttons, apparently. And once you lift them all up, you get to go to the 2nd floor and then thunderflop on them and destroy them all. Up there, you will also be attacked
Head
by
up to the second
enemies,
level and thunderflop on the
but
giant silver
those
slab.
enemies
That
will
should finish 'em
not. They won't really annoy you too much, especially if you consistently just keep thunderflopping. The enemies are the little small lightning guys. They don't, like I said, they don't really do much other than walk up to you and electrocute you. But since they're really slow moving and they die in one hit, thunderflopping will more than likely be more than enough to take them all out. And once that's done, we can open up the door
Perfect. Now, head into the control
and
room pull the
close
plug on this thing.
close the engine down. We're gonna do this with style, burning the lever.
Another engine bites the dust.
So next up, we're gonna be doing Murray and Sly Tag Team. I want to say Tag Team is the thing. I don't remember if that's the name of the mission. I think it's Tag Team. So yeah, we're just gonna leave the area, and Murray is gonna need to take out some security drones. Yes, Tag Team. It is Murray Sly Tag Team. And that mission is super simple. So remember earlier in episode 1 when I mentioned there's only one other mission where you have to destroy the alarms? This is the only other time where you have to do that. It's in this level, and you have to destroy 5 security boxes the same way you did in episode 1, except this time you have to traverse through this part. And honestly, I feel like this is one of the reasons why I didn't like those missions, is because I didn't like traversing on this level.
Murray, it looks like I'm gonna need some help getting into that engine room.
Happy to help.
Bentley tells me that the door to that room is locked down by wall-mounted power stations located throughout this blimp. I'll need you to take out all the power stations and then pry open the door by hand.
No sweat, Sly.
Murray's always down to do everything, dude. Yo, Murray's the best character. Murray would be like the best friend, bro. So there's 2 on either side of the propellers, and then there's this one. So there's 5 in total. Unfortunately, sometimes when you throw guards, if you're throwing them over the ledge like I just did, sometimes they die because they can't handle heights. So sometimes when you throw them over the ledge, they just end up dying. So you gotta find like chairs or barrels, or you can even throw the mech eggs at them. Those are probably your best bets to destroy these. Although the enemies can break them, every time I throw them, I tend to have them just be killed because they're over the edge. If I remembered correctly, well, rather not if I remember correctly, but if I was smart, I would have taken the high route instead, and I would have only faced like 1 or 2 enemies instead of a large amount of them. But yeah, so here is the other one, number 2, and number 3, actually, they're right next to each other. But just like that. Oh, you can't pick up the electric guys? I forgot about that. I guess you can't pick up the electric guys. You can pick up the eggs, though. Really useful. Taking out the guards as Murray is always just as fun as playing as Murray. Murray's the best character ever in this game series. And you can use the guards, just like I said earlier, to destroy these things. What's it called? The super throw or the juggernaut throw or whatever it's called does not do more damage. At least not from my experience. It doesn't do more damage when destroying the terminals. So I usually just throw enemies. At least I haven't experienced it doing more damage. And now the other 2 are on the other side of the propeller. So if we just follow that, sorry, I didn't mean to pause the game there. If we just follow that big propeller, we could make it over there. But if we die, funny enough, the game will just spawn us right next to where we need to go anyway. So choice is yours. At least that happened to me. Like I died and the game spawned me like right in front of the 2 power nodes that I need to destroy. So there's that. 1 chair, 1 barrel, and then let's see if I can pick up this explosive barrel. That'd be neat. If I was smart, I would have killed these enemies quicker to get health. But since I died, that didn't happen. But since I died, it spawned me right in front of the power node that I need to destroy, this little power box. It's right over there. So there's one. So there's that. And since this one's right next to the mech eggs, you could just throw the mech eggs out and call it a day. So now we can open up that door for Sly and not have to worry about getting what's called overcumbered by guards. This level is actually super short. There's only 1 day of missions. Like if you weren't collecting all the bottles and you were just to play through the missions in this game, this level would not take you more than like 40 minutes. This is the shortest level in the game. Probably almost as short as episode 4. I think episode 4 is slightly longer just because of the amount of missions there are. But this one only has like 5 missions and then the final boss. Whereas episode 4 had like 9 missions and then the final heist. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna lift up this box by open up this door by mashing the face buttons like always. And then Sly's gonna run in there and he's gonna do his job.
Your turn, buddy.
Sly just phased through that handlebar. Did you see that shit? Wild.
Careful, Sly. This place is packed with laser security. First, you'll need to make your way to the far end of this room. Then jump up to the second level to get at the engine room control.
Alrighty, yeah. So, like Bentley was saying, you have to avoid the lasers. Don't touch this wall, because this wall is an instant kill. At least from my memory, it's an instant kill. All you gotta do is just make it to the second floor, and then once you're on the second floor, you're gonna have to ninja spire jump on the saw blades. The pattern is super simple. It's jump on a sawmill, jump on a saw blade, and then jump over to the left one, jump over to the right one, then jump over in front of you, and that's the same pattern. You're gonna be doing this like 5 or 6 times, maybe 7 times. And the reason why you move left, then right, then forward instead of left, then forward is because you'll jump into the wall and die right in front of you. But if you take too long, the wall behind you will catch up to you and then you'll die too. But it's an easy save. I fucked up the pattern right there. But it's fine. You have more than enough time to not worry about it. And over here, there is the safe for this level.
That Arpeggio really knew his encryption algorithms. As it stands, I'm only 86.5% convinced the code to the vault is 725.
Is Arpeggio smarter than you, Bentley? I didn't think so. You have an IQ of over 140, Bentley. And once you unlock this last safe, you get the shadow power, which is that last ability that Sly learned in Sly 1, the invisibility power. And you get to be able to walk, so you can walk into every light source and be okay. And it's overpowered. So I will see you guys in the finale of Sly 2 Band of Thieves in the next part. See you guys then.